Good morning, everybody. Welcome behind the scenes here at Jamie Riddler Studios. I'm Jamie, and I've missed you, and I'm glad to have a chance to stop in and say hi. Let's start with me taking you outside. While we're here, we might as well say hello to the garden. Look, these beautiful lilacs are blooming. They make me so happy. I've brought some in, and the studio is full of their scent. And then I can see the peonies are trying, they are reaching, they are getting ready to open, and the little ants are helping them. That's why they're there. One of those amazing stories of nature that the ants crawl along the bud and invite it to open. My mock orange has not bloomed yet, but look, it is going to have lots of flowers, and today you and I are so lucky. Look at this, is my tree peony. It was the very first plant that I bought to put in the house. The first year it had one massive but simple bloom, and now look, how many can you see? I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this one looks like it'll be here maybe even tomorrow. Follow me on Instagram because I will be sure to share it. I thought that I would do my BTS from here. It is a little colder and grayer and close to rain than I thought when I first decided to do this, but thank goodness some construction has stopped. You can see all the bins behind me. We are cleaning them up and getting ready to fill them for our move. We have finally committed to a construction crew. We have a budget in place. So this thing is really gonna happen. Now we're just waiting to set a date. But in the meantime, as we do that, we are getting ready to pack. Transformation has begun, and now we are in action. It feels like for so long we've been preparing to get into action, and now we are ready to go. It's already been kind of nerve-wracking, and I'm very conscious of how many decisions are going to come up, how many stressful days we're gonna have, and for a little while, I got a little caught up in that. And then recently, I was pulling out some tarot cards. Susie, Shannon, and I, my sisters and I, are trying out this wonderful new thing called the Tarot Planner. I will show it to you when I go back inside. And it gives you a structure for pulling cards for the year, for the month, and for the day. And we thought this would be such a good time to follow the transformation through that kind of support. And I pulled the Queen of Wands twice in a couple of days, and that's the marker card that reminds me of me. Each of the queens has a different personality, and it's always good to know which one is you. I always think of my sister Susie as the Queen of Swords, and Shannon as the Queen of Pentacles, and I am the Queen of Wands. And my mom was absolutely the Queen of Cups, so we got it all covered. But when I pulled that Queen of Wands, it reminded me of my creative capacity. It reminded me to own my creative power. It reminded me that I love taking on creative projects. And so even though this is the biggest one I've ever taken on, certainly with the biggest budget I've ever managed, I can do this. I've got this. I'm excited to get started, and I am excited to dive in. So I so appreciate all the love and emails and comments I've had supporting us for moving forward with this renovation. I really do want to take you on this journey, and that's why I want to show you a little bit of the chaos as we commence. I think our kitchen really does tell the tale of us being half packed and living in the midst of chaos. Everything is around. Our dining room isn't very usable, but we are making slow and steady progress, and I cannot wait to show you when this is all complete, a cozy, wonderful, welcoming place to be in our little eating nook. You can see also that the studio is both emptier and a bit chaotic. I know sometimes it's hard to get a sense of what the studio looks like. So I have this door that is out to our rooftop is where the extension of the studio is going to go. It's not going to cover the entire thing, probably about 2/3. And I'm very excited about making it as windowed as possible. I'm so glad to be able to share that with you, even if it means showing a little bit of the chaos that is happening here behind the scenes. I guess that's what behind the scenes is all about. We have also consciously, and I want to share this as a strategy, we have also consciously chosen to keep a couple of spaces that feel more calm, more uncluttered, more livable. And that is our living room space and then the front part of our kitchen space. So that's sort of the living area in which we keep some calm. So we are still cooking and we're still have a space to make a cup of tea without stressing out. We still have a place to sit and watch movies or hang out together and chat. And so that's been really nice to just create a zone of calm in the midst of chaos. So I offer that up as a creative living strategy, something that might serve you, whether you are doing a big project like this, whether you just have chaos in your space, whether you are moving, whatever it is, to find a zone of calm. Do you know, when I think about it, I even did that when I had my day job. One of the things that I did was very consciously create my desk space as a space of beauty that I would want to come to. And that didn't mean it was cluttered with a lot of stuff. It meant I had a couple of inspiring pictures, and then every Monday I bought myself some flowers. And so I had my vase and my flowers, and that was a nice start to the day. And just as I always say to people, a garden is a gift for everyone. Flowers in that circumstance were too. Lots and lots of times people came over to see my flowers for the week, really appreciate their beauty and a little bit of aliveness in the middle of a busy office. I also wanted to share with you 2 books that I'm reading that are really inspiring me during this time of preparing for the reno. Both of them are by Mickalyn Smith, and I just love her blog. She just spoke to me. It was the right person at the right time saying the right thing. But she's got this newer book called The Cozy Minimalist Home, and it is about finding that sweet spot. You know, she talked about when she sees how other people live a minimalist life, it felt cold and empty, and she wasn't a 22-year-old guy with only black t-shirts and jeans. And so she wanted more of a sense of cozy, but she didn't want to feel cluttered. She didn't want to feel overwhelmed. She wanted to have a sense of beauty and cozy and ease. And so that's what this book is about. I've bought this book, but I listened to it on, I call it Scribd, but I think it's Scribd. It's something I have shared with you before and highly recommend. It is a place where you can download books and audiobooks. They have a free month trial. And then after that, I think it's about $10 a month US. So I read that, but I listened to this one, and then I have been every night reading from The Nesting Place. And it's also about not blowing your budget, not feeling like you have to. I mean, this is one thing with a reno, right? You feel like you want everything to start and then everything to be complete the day they say we're done. And that won't be the case at all. Building a home that feels like you takes time, and it develops as we develop our voice. It is an art. So it's not about going into a store, IKEA, Pottery Barn, wherever, depending on your budget and your taste, and going, let's furnish it all, and then walking in and having everything done. We're not going to have that kind of an HGTV moment. Instead, we're going to create, for us with the reno, we're going to create the space, and then we're going to move back in, and we're going to take our time, and we're going to look for the just right chair, and we will take our time. We will look for deals. We will look for finds. Each thing will tell a story as we grow it. And so I guess this is like, how people talk about slow fashion, In a way, for me, this is an inspiration to have slow nesting, slow home building. Knowing that what it takes to build a home is love and patience and attention, and knowing yourself and your voice, knowing what works for you, what you need, where that space is, where the things that you love and the function that you need come together. It's funny, it makes me realize in life too, it's like that. It is actually a lifetime worth of work to figure out who we are and what we do and how we work, and trying things and finding what fits, and then noticing a year later it's changed. It is a practice of awareness and agility and self-knowledge. And I am excited to be moving into this stage of it. I have no idea how I am going to be here present, what is going to go on, none at all. You can see we're still here. I thought by now we would have been moved. Nuh-uh. I will be here as and when I can. I am also on Instagram, so you can follow me there. Follow my stories. I tend to have a moment to share in there what's going on. I will be here as I can and share the story too. Come over to the studio, openthedoor.ca. I'm always sharing every Sunday in the newsletter updates about what's going on. Recently, I am signed up for a drawing class, and I've been taking that. I've been sharing a lot about what that has been teaching me too. So come along for the journey. And I'm also, just so you know, the summer yearbook is now available over at openthedoor.ca. Just look for the studio yearbook when you get there. I'm really looking forward to how my journey is going to be documented in this beautiful fill in the blank studio yearbook. I will treasure that it will hold my memories and my thinking and my ideas and my explorations of this time. Check out the studio yearbook. It will guide you to an amazing summer and also hold that summer in a precious place for you to remember. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for being here. Thanks for all the support, emails, comments. It just means the world to me. It buoys my spirit. And I am really excited to share this journey with you. Wait, I forgot to tell you about the tarot planner. I mentioned it. I know some of you, your ears perked and you were like, tell me more, tell me more. So this is a book by Angie Green. You can get it on Amazon. It has place for a yearly spread. I only did mine until December because I knew that I'd want to do it again at that point. So I did it in 6 months, and then it has place to take notes on that. It has a calendar so you can put in what you got each day. I have to remember to put in mine for today. It has a spot for a monthly spread and reflection, and then it's got this space for dailies, so you can put in what you got each day and then your thoughts on it. It's really exciting, and Shannon, Susie, and I are having so much fun exploring it. So it's a great support for your practice. Check it out. Angie Green, the Tarot Planner. Okay, I think that's everything. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Say hello,
Bye.
hello, and good morning to Scout. Hi, Scout. Look at those eyes.